Well, that's absolutely true. I know you kind of struggled in the past because you just came in. You came in here today and said you are 100% cancer free.
Yes, yes.
So you beat cancer.
Yes, on a regular basis. That we all have cancer cells in our bodies, and
Absolutely.
cancerous cells gone crazy. I received from Cancer Centers of America the Perseverance Award, 39 years, 4th stage prostate cancer. And so when I read Dr. Seligman's book called The Anatomy of an Illness, who was a physicist who was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and that he listened to and watched Lucille Ball and different other comedies on a regular basis. And then when I saw where there are people who change their eating habits, there's a site called Chris Beat Cancer. And then I saw Bernie, what's the guy's name? Joe Dispenza. I started doing research on who lived, because I had a very good oncologist, Dr. Alfred Goldston, who graduated from Howard University. And he said to me, Mr. Brown, I said, yes. He said, I got some bad news. I said, what is it? He said, you have cancer. I said, whoa. I said, is there anything else? He said, your PSA is 2,400. I said, what does that mean, PSA? He said, your prostate-specific antigen. And I said, is there anything else? He said, yes. I said, what? He said, it's metastasized to 7 areas of your body. I said, wow. He said, why in the hell are you smiling? I said, man, cancer is my lucky number. I said, I'm one of 7 children. I was born February the 17th. I said, Joshua marched around the walls of Jericho 7 times. I said, 7 is my lucky number. I asked, is there anything else? He said, yeah. I said, what? He said, you're ugly too. And he said, but I don't tell my patients they're terminally ill. What I say is that my knowledge, my skills have terminated. A diagnosis is not a prognosis. It's not a verdict. He said, this now is in your hands, in God's hands, and you have to figure it out.
No, it's
thank that.
It's crazy because the first thing, because I offered you something to eat, first thing you said is, does it have sugar in it?
Yes.
And I know cancer thrives off of sugar.
Yes.
So you have definitely made yourself aware of what can affect you, and obviously change your diet.
And it also thrives off stress. You know, obesity is at an epidemic level. A lot of people are fat because of what they eat, but even more overweight because of what's eating them. So that's why I say I'm cancer-free, I'm debt-free, and I'm drama-free. Pardon me. People have to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to observe things, to see it, and not buy into it. So because you're buying into it, you're internalizing it, it will affect your immune system. When a doctor says, and in the UK, then a doctor's not allowed to say to someone, you're terminally ill. They'll say, we have to look at putting in some other strategies on how we handle this. Because when someone looks at you with a stethoscope or white jacket and say you're terminally ill, your immune system drops by 40%.
Wow.
Its capacity to protect you from illness.